Welcome back to Ancestry Lands, your go-to place for land ownership, preparedness, motivation, and a sprinkle of fun. As winter sneaks around the corner like a mischievous snowman, it's the perfect time to talk about prepping for the cold months ahead. But don't worry, I'm not asking you to trade your heated blanket for a moss-filled Pioneer mattress. We're diving into some tried and true winter survival tips, inspired by the resilience of our pioneering ancestors. So grab your hot cocoa and let's get started. Let's start with shelter, because nobody wants to turn into a human popsicle. Back in the day, pioneers insulated their homes with moss, straw, and animal hides. Imagine explaining that to your HOA. Today, we've got modern solutions like denim, wool, and cellulose. Bonus, they're recycled and eco-friendly. Now, I tried a DIY insulation project once, but let's just say my dog's house has never been warmer. So maybe call a contractor for that one. Next up, food storage. Our ancestors were stockpiling pros. They sun-dried fruits and stored grains like champs. These days, all you need are airtight containers. Trust me, these things keep food fresh and critter-free. Plus, you avoid that awkward moment of finding a squirrel party in your pantry. Let's not forget about the animals. Pioneers knew the importance of cozy barns and hay beds for their livestock. It's like setting up a five-star hotel for your cows and chickens. Just skip the room service, they're not tipping anyway. Firewood is your winter bestie. My great-grandma always said, "You can never have too much timber." And she was right, except for the time I stacked so much firewood that I accidentally blocked the barn door. Pro tip, keep your woodpile dry and organized, and maybe not too close to critical exits. Dressing in layers isn't just for style, it's survival. Start with a moisture-wicking base, throw on an insulated vest, and top it off with a waterproof coat. Think Pioneer chic meets Arctic Explorer. It's functional and fabulous. Okay, maybe not fabulous, but at least you won't freeze. Fresh water can be tricky in winter, but pioneers had it figured out. Melt snow. Just make sure it's fresh snow, not, well, you know. Set a container outside, let nature do its thing, and you've got yourself a free water source. Bonus points if you add a lemon wedge for that fancy touch. To protect their homesteads from harsh winds, pioneers planted saplings around their property. These natural windbreaks were genius, and way cheaper than fences. Plus, they're great for the environment. Just don't name them, or you'll feel guilty when one doesn't make it through the winter. R.I.P. Spruce Willis. When it comes to storing perishables, ice houses were a pioneer favorite. Today, you can recreate this by stacking snow cubes into an igloo. It's like a DIY freezer. Unless your dog decides it's a new chew toy, then it's just chaos. Winter doesn't have to be a struggle. From stockpiling food to keeping livestock comfy, these pioneer-inspired tips can make the season not just bearable, but enjoyable. So stay warm, stay safe, and most importantly, stay prepared. And remember, you either own property or you'll be owned as property. Cue the narrator dramatically sipping cocoa with a raised eyebrow. That uplifting music fades out as snow gently falls on the screen.